Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from CNN Politics written by Donnie O'Sullivan, published on August 27th. And here conveniently, less than 3 months away before the elections, the midterms, we have CNN, fake news network, the DNC, the establishment media, basically trying to push a Russian hack narrative again, when I'm sure this is probably going to turn out to be complete bullshit, because we're going again on the lying idiots at the DNC who were involved, at least peripherally, in Hillary's email shit, if not directly, because I'm sure they received emails from her on her unsecure account at the DNC, and knew that the shit was not above board. Seth Rich hacked them before, okay? Well, he didn't even have to hack them. I mean, the passwords were so rudimentary. But he's the one who showed the sleazy shit going on at the DNC and got a famous Clinton double tap for his trouble. But yet they think, hey, it worked at that time because we got these dupes on the left that are stupid enough to buy that shit without any actual evidence. Let's roll it out again. That way we can say Russia's interfering, and when the Republicans win, we can say the Republicans are now all conspiring with Russia, and the reason why we lost was because of Russia, and Russia. They are literally like Marsha Brady, and instead of, not Marsha, fucking Jan Brady. What? All right, they're like Jan Brady, and Russia is Marsha, so instead of Marsha, it's Russia. I mean, they're infantile children. It's ridiculous. So DNC calls FBI after appearing to thwart hack of its voter database. It thwarted a hack of its voter database. Yeah, okay. The Democratic National Committee contacted the FBI on Tuesday after it detected what it believes was the beginning of a sophisticated attempt to hack into its voter database, a Democrat source tells CNN. DNN, I had a Freudian slip, the dumb news network. The Democrat news network. And I love this. It's a Democrat source, an unnamed source, probably the same source who lied through their ass and said that the Russians hacked the server that they won't allow the FBI or anyone else to look at. Yeah, okay. And I love this sophisticated attack. It was so sophisticated that someone created a web page trying to fool people to put in their usernames and passwords. That's how sophisticated it was. For them to claim it was a sophisticated attack when that's what they supposedly did, allegedly, goes to show how, low the level of technical knowledge of people they believe are reading CNN. Because something like that is a sophisticated attempt of hacking. I mean, come on now. The DNC was alerted in the early hours of Tuesday morning by a cloud service provider and a security research firm that a fake login page had been created in an attempt to gather usernames and passwords that would allow access to the party's database, the source said. So, this is a sophisticated hack. And I'm finding it a little bit convenient that the cloud service provider and a security research firm, which probably was the same security research firm that the DNC hired to lie through their teeth and claim Russia hacked their servers, when forensics experts who have seen the actual data have said that there's no way it was downloaded over the internet and had to have been downloaded over a local network, because of the actual forensics itself saying that. See, I love how they leave out who the security research firm was. Because odds are it's the security research firm that faked the DNC Russia hack, the original one. And the source said, who's this source? I want to know who the hell this source is, because you know what? CNN lies through their teeth so much and claim they have sources. Well, you know what? As a condition for CNN to no longer be called fake news, I say that they should have to divulge every one of their sources. And if their sources don't want to come forward, that's their problem. Because the only way I'm going to start believing anything that comes out of, a CNN correspondent's mouth or anything I read on their website is if the actual sources are cited. Like you used to have to do when you were in college if you morons actually went to college. Because when I look at this shit, you ain't that bright. And I don't know how the hell you go. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. College turned into 13th through 16th grade. That's how you got into it. Because they've cheapened the whole concept of a college education. So morons like you can actually get them. The DNC and 2 companies involved in detecting the operation say they believe they thwarted a potential attack. Where's the proof? Actual proof, please. Like I would like proof that the Russians hacked the DNC servers the first time here. I want actual proof. But you're not going to provide any. CNN's going to shill this shit. They're going to push this narrative, and you're going to try to get people to buy it. The fraudulent page was designed to look like the Axis page Democratic Party officials and campaigns across the country used to log into a service called Vote Builder, which hosts the database, the source said. Adding, the DNC believed it was designed to trick people into handing over their login details. This is a real sophisticated attack to the DNC and CNN. Well, when you have Obama 13 or 2013 or whatever the hell it was as your fucking, or 2012, whatever the fuck it was, but have that as your your administrative password for the server, yeah. You're asking for fucking trouble, and you have no concept of what security is or what sophisticated is when it comes to technology. I mean, this is ridiculous. The source said the DNC is investigating who may have been responsible for the attempted attack, but it has no reason to believe its voter files were accessed or altered. Well, so far, we're this far in, and there's actually been nothing about any actual evidence or proof that Russia. The title kind of, they kind of imply, this whole Russia thing. I mean, they're trying to push this Russian hack narrative. It's so funny. And they're not even anywhere near it, but they put it at the end. It's so fucked up. Oh, God. The page was initially discovered late Monday by Lookout, a San Francisco-based cybersecurity firm. The company doesn't work for the DNC, but alerted the party to its findings. Mike Murray, the company's vice president of security intelligence, told CNN on Wednesday. Murray said the link to the page could have been sent to Democrats by email or through online platforms as a spear phishing operation. And if they're stupid enough to go and log in through those means, they deserve to have their credentials stolen. It was very convincing, Murray said, adding that if a person were to see the real login page and the fake login page side by side, it would be difficult to tell them apart. It would have been a very effective attack, he said. Not really. The fraudulent page was hosted on a cloud computing platform called DigitalOcean, which took action to remove the page as soon as it was alerted by Lookout, the cloud company said. We see no evidence of any sensitive data was stolen in our initial investigation indicates that we were able to address this threat prior to the attack being launched, Josh Feinbaum, Chief Security Officer, DigitalOcean, said in a statement. The DNC Chief Security Officer Bob Lord, a former Yahoo executive, briefed Democrats on an attempted attack at a meeting of the Association of Democrat Committees in Chicago on Wednesday. These threats are serious, and it's why it's crucial we all work together, but we can't do this alone. We need the Trump administration to take more aggressive steps to protect our voting system. It is their responsibility to protect our democracy from these types of attacks, Lord said on a statement to CNN. CNN has reached out to the FBI for comment. Early Tuesday morning, Microsoft announced that parts of an operation linked to Russian military intelligence targeting the U.S. Senate and conservative think tanks that advocated for tougher policies against Russia were thwarted last week. See, they changed this article because when I originally looked at this article, they actually were saying that this was done by Russia. Now, because they have no proof of it, and they've already got the sensationalized clickbait of it, they've changed it, and they just put a little update. They don't even show you what they actually changed. And they're trying to imply that this was Russia by throwing this unrelated thing in, even though they got caught with their pants down earlier. So it goes to show you that they're still trying to link this shit to Russia. It's ridiculous. I mean, this isn't as bad as it was before, which I think they were getting called out or some shit, and they updated the article. But they were like hardcore harping on the Russia thing. And now at the very end, like I said, they're bringing the Russia thing into it, and it's not even related. That disclosure, coming less than 3 months ahead of the 2018 midterms, demonstrated Russia's continued efforts to destabilize U.S. institutions. The news also places additional pressure on President Donald Trump to take action, even though he downplayed Russia's involvement as recent as Monday. Now, the funny thing is Microsoft, the same fucking people who claim that something violated the First Amendment on the note of Gab, which I'm going to be covering an article, because there's a targeted attack against Gab going on right now, and said it violated the First Amendment, that they're Microsoft and they know the Constitution, and what was on there was a violation of the First Amendment, and therefore a violation of their rules on their terms of service on Azure. So, well, you got to remove those or we're going to remove your platform. Those same fuckers, we're going to believe them when they're now part of this coordinated effort to silence the alternative media, to silence people on platforms that are not part of, like, you know, the big silicon, you know, control grid. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't trust Microsoft. Microsoft, okay, you know how don't be evil, don't think evil, whatever fucking Google's thing was? Microsoft, their unofficial motto at one time was be evil. It still is. You see, the thing is, do you honestly think a globalist shitbag like Bill Gates, who spent all this time, effort, energy, and money to rehab his persona, like, you know, whole PR thing, do you think when his company's now doing this, I mean, because he's got a lot of stock in that company, he's still got a lot of clout in that company, even though he's not involved in the day-to-day operations and stuff like that, do you think he's going to not have this company come out and do this shit when he sees that he's losing, when he sees that the globalist agenda is losing? You don't think that Microsoft is going to be a pawn in this shit? He's got so much money, he doesn't care. If he and he realizes that Microsoft is a losing prospect now, he's rode that mule for as long as he can, and as hard as he can. It's a dying vestige of what it used to be. I mean, Windows 10. They're not making them the way that they've had to change their licensing and everything else in regards to it. The fact that they're trying to move it over to where it's like subscription, kind of. You know, that says a lot. And once it becomes a subscription type thing, and they control it, you're fucked. But you do wrong, think. Like what they're doing with Azure. You do wrong, think, oh, we're going to lock you out of your fucking computer. Because they do authentication from their website. And unless you turn that off, which I doubt even turning that off would protect you. Because I'm sure they'd be able to send something to lock you out of your system. Oh, you violated our terms of service because you said something on a platform we don't like. I mean, that's coming in the future. And I'm thinking about going into more detail in an actual video in about what we're looking at, what I see going on in the future on the note of operating systems and stuff like that. But I love how they've had to change this article. Because when I read it earlier, they were like pulling the Russia shit early off. Like early in the article. Now they bring it into the end because they have absolutely no proof. They look like lying sacks of shit and fools. So they bring it at the end and they try to completely link something that's unrelated. That's coming from Microsoft. You know, the same company that did some really shitty things. But now, because, oh, they're embracing open source, they're good. No, because Azure is basically a customized version of Linux, and look what they're doing with it to go after Gab. So, yeah, Anyways, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. Oh, one last thing. Hey, CNN, you're fake news. Sorry, had to throw that in. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.